I just finished chapter 2 and learned a lot of good stuff. We learned that Lehi is super faithful, and so much so that he gives up his inheritance. That's something that stood out to me. Like, not only did he just leave his house and go into the wilderness and take his family, but he gave up all his gold, all his silver. And the thing that stood out to me more so this time than in times, I've read it before, is that it said he gave up the land of his inheritance. And I think I've just read that before, and maybe this is the correct way to read it, as just that's Jerusalem, that's where he's from. But I kind of thought of it maybe as like he had land in his family. And I know for me that's like something I would really want. And we've talked about it a lot. Like, that's an asset of, I would really want in life is land. And he had it, and he gave it away. Of course, two of his sons took that all okay, and two of his sons did not take that so well. And that was the bulk of what I think I learned tonight. Because we learn in verses 9 and 10 that they travel into the wilderness, and they come to a river, and Lehi says this in verse 9. And when my father saw that the waters of the river emptied into the fountain of the Red Sea, he spake unto Laman, saying, Oh, that thou mightest be like unto this river, continually running into the fountain of all righteousness. And then in verse 10, and he also spake unto Lemuel, Oh, that thou mightest be like unto this valley, firm and steadfast and immovable in keeping the commandments of the Lord. He didn't really get his wish in those two sons, but I did notice that Nephi demonstrates exactly how to accomplish, that steadiness and consistency, and specifically dependability. In verse 16, and it came to pass that I, Nephi, being exceedingly young, nevertheless being large in stature, and also having great desires to know of the mysteries of God, wherefore I did cry unto the Lord, and behold, he did visit me, and did soften my heart, that I believed, that I did believe all the words which had been spoken by my father, wherefore I did not rebel against him like unto my brothers. So he had desire first, okay, then he prayed, and specifically it says, wherefore I did cry unto the Lord. Okay, so it's, I guess, a little more than just prayer. It's, really heartfelt prayer. He cried unto the Lord. Okay, so we got two things. And then we go to verse 19, and he says, And it came to pass that the Lord spake unto me, saying, Blessed art thou, Nephi, because of thy faith, for thou hast sought me diligently and with lowliness of heart. So then the Lord tells him two other attributes he's had for why, the Lord has come to visit him. He sought him with diligence, so diligence, and then in lowliness of heart and in humility. So I think those things I learned comprise what it takes to be steadfast and immovable and continually running to the fountain of all righteousness. You have desire, you pray, you seek diligently, and you do it with humility. And I guess where this connects to what I'm doing right now and what I hope you're also doing is you want to be closer to the Lord this year, as I do. Specifically, I'll tell you that my New Year's resolution this year came to me sometime mid-December, that I wanted to slowly inch back closer to the Lord, just by my will. Just nothing specifically is happening in my life that would make me go to or from him right now, but I want to decide and just go to him. So that's what I'm doing, and I know it's going to be accomplished by following the path that Nephi followed. Having desire, crying unto the Lord, diligently seeking him in humility. And so that's what I hope you'll do too.